This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations, whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Retro Nerd Girl live watch party. And today we are going to be watching Conan the Barbarian, 1982. Wow. I'm so excited. We're finally going to be able to watch this. It's been 2 weeks in the making. Some of you have been with me last week, and we had a weird event happen, and it had to be postponed. And now we are finally going to be able to see our movie. Let me see who is in the chat today. And I'm so glad that you're able to come over here and spend some time with me today. Let's see, we've got Adam who puts up the first comment. Says, I can't join in tonight as I had a previous engagement, but stopped in to hit the like button. Hail Conan. Oh gosh, yes. You know what, Adam? We will you will be in our thoughts, and hopefully you'll be able to see this in the replay. And if you do, just know that we are all saying hello to you right now. So thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by and hitting the like button, and showing some support for the channel. We appreciate you so much. And I see that Unicorn Rampant Studios is here and really giving me some intense support here. Thank you so much, Unicorn Rampant Studio. Thanking Adam for stopping by. And Solomon Thornton is here, says Crom. Crom. We got to say it the right way. Crom. Gotta say it the right way, you know. Well, there's so many different ways to say crumb, isn't there? And Arnold Schwarzenegger, who stars in this movie and plays Conan, definitely has many different ways that he says crumb. Sometimes he says it in wonder, and sometimes he's almost cursing the gods, like I will defy you. And then Keith E is here. Hello, Keith E. So great to see you. Just wonderful. Between you and Unicorn Rampant Studios, you guys are just really you do so much for the channel, and I really want to call the both of you guys out for being such amazing supporters and helping me out so much. Appreciate it. Keithy says, I just hit the thumbs up. Also, I need to tell you something about the hidden, and I'll do that in my next message. Okay. Um, and so let's see. This is very intriguing. I was like, okay, the next message. I spoke with the hidden today, and this person may need some information on how the whole movie watching thing goes. I tried to explain it as best as I could. Okay, great. This is perfect. This is my perfect opportunity to explain to everyone the rules of this. The way it really works is that I have my copy and you have your copy, and we time it to the correct moment in which we hit the play button and we watch the movie together. And the thing about this is that you can do this at any time, like in 5 minutes from now. You can do this in 10 minutes from now. You can do this in 10 years from now. If YouTube is still around and these videos are still up, you can still do this. You can time it exactly and play it along with your recording, or your whatever um, version of your copy you have. And let me just tell you, it is a lot of fun. I actually did a watch party earlier on someone else's channel for a thing called uh, Cereal and Cartoons, or was it Cartoons and Cereals, where we watched some animated cartoons on Netflix. It was the original Justice League series that they had in, I believe it's 2001. really excited, exciting and exhilarating to do that. And at any point in time, I can revisit that video and watch along as well, and hear everyone's commentary and so on and so forth. It's a really cool way to kind of capture a moment for forever. Really, it's like taking a snapshot of a wonderful moment. I love it so much. So every Saturday we've been doing this regularly since January, and it's been working out swell. So I hope that the hidden gets to see this part, or anyone else who's really concerned or interested in learning how the watch party setup goes. And I do have a timer back here in which you'll be able to reference to see where I'm at in the movie, as well as I'll try my very best to talk during the movie about what I'm watching. And oh, look, Daryl Johnston is here and says, "Hey guys." Well, hey back at you, Daryl. It's really great to see you today. Um, and let's see. Oh, and I love this comment. Daryl Johnston says, "Let me hit the like button first." That's really cool of you to do that. Thank you so much. And everyone out there, if you're watching this and you're enjoying things so far, do hit the like button. Or if you, even if you're just wanting to support a small creator with lofty ideas of of appreciating film, go ahead and do that. And let me see, I do have a little video for that, a little video drop. Yes. Just go ahead and smash that like button, or you can uh, gently tap it, or you can also tickle it. Just give it a little tickle. I prefer the tickling. Let's see. Um, let's see. I think. There's some inner banter amongst the mods and other people in the chat, and I'm gonna leave that as it is. So you guys are so wonderful, but I am gonna highlight this one. This one comment here. It says, "Each wrench has its own special value," and that is true. I specifically uh I've vetted you guys. I've seen your movements, and so I trust you guys with the wrenches very much. So I do value each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And actually, I'm gonna actually give you guys a little love right now. A little. Show my appreciation for my mods out there. Thank you, wrenches. Yes, and I just wanted to let you guys know that this movie in particular is I believe it's rated R, if I'm not mistaken, but there's a lot of adult or grown up things that are happening in this film, and I do want to warn you about that. So if you have any children in the room, you might want to guard them from that, even though even though, let's face it, most of us who saw this movie back in the day, we saw it and didn't weren't scarred by it. But that, I'll leave that to your discretion. And also, I wanted to let everybody to keep, if you can, keep the comments in the chat PG if you can, even though there may be some saucy moments in the film. If we can keep it just a little PG, because I don't want to have anybody who's maybe at work or somebody who has children around to be startled by anything. So if we could keep it classy, keep it classy in the in the chat. And I don't know if you guys remember my little stinger for that. It's really hilarious. Let me see if I can find it really quick. It's been a while since I used it, but so cool. Oh wow, the chat is really going for it today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it just jumped and I need to catch up with you guys. I'm like 20 minutes behind here. Okay, so uh let's see. Um and yeah, let's see. Looks like Keith E was saying, well, the one guy passed us last night, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. So yeah, there was a little saucy comment, but I don't, you know what, I got look, I understand because that was one of those comments that kind of was like, what is I was kind of took me by surprise, but that person had been making comments like that, and so I did do a little executive decision there, but I do not in any way blame you guys at all. So just know that for the mods there, you guys handled everything perfectly. I really appreciate what you guys do. And yeah, look, Daryl is backing me up and that says you guys must be doing something right. Never seen any bots or spammers on. Yes, so that is awesome. You guys take care of that stuff for me. And again, I totally appreciate it. Um, no homeless people hang out with Thrash, but Danny Staten kills them. It shouldn't say homeless. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Oh, okay. And Unicorn saying letting Camille out to potty in the back in a few. My movie is queued up and ready. Okay. All right. So I am gonna hurry up, guys, so that way we can catch up to um Unicorn Rampant Studios. Daryl Johnson says, I watched this movie last week. Don't think I can take it again so soon. Oh, I'm so sorry, Daryl. Yes, it is an intense movie. You've gotta love it. But I'm so glad that you're here to spend some time with us. And then we have Inritus, Iritus, in Ritus in Iritus, who says, I'm here and ready to lurk. Awesome. Lurking is allowed. It is totally allowed. And Daryl says, how odd I had to hit the like button again. um, and Keith E says, I don't watch the movies, but this this is the same movie that crashed last week. Yes, this is the same one. It had we had a problem. The movie was fine, but it was the internet that blacked out in my area. So uh that was a big problem, but it's the internet is usually reliable, and today it seems to be quite fine. Daryl says maybe that was why I watched it last week. Oh, okay, yes. So sorry, guys, that you watched it last week and didn't get to we didn't get to experience it together. And let's see. And Lisa Fields is here. Says, I just wanted to stop by and say hi. I can't stay too long. Oh, it's so good to see you. Yes, it's pretty awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that.
You guys are just awesome. And Eric Lipscomb is here, says, greeting from Colorado. And I say greetings from Project Genesis. And Unicorn says, nice new faces. Thank you for stopping. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for lurking. Yes, thank you for all you guys. Really, it's really awesome to see you. And just having the courage to say a few a few words and say hello is awesome. I appreciate that. Um, Maybe because I get to be familiar with you just a little bit more. And Sean Ennis says, "Hey all, I can't stay. I just wanted to say hi and hope everyone enjoys the stream. What is best in life? LOL. Yes, what is best in life? That is the incredible quote that Conan says. And Lisa Field says, "Love this movie. Just watched it last week." Oh, you guys all watched it last week when I was having all my troubles. Well, that is awesome. Well, whenever you feel like watching it again, you just know that this video is here for you. Um, yes, and so did Daryl. So did Daryl. Let's see. Um, and let's see. Oh, I love movies is here and says, "Hi, is there a sequel to this movie?" Yes, there is. It's called Conan the Destroyer, and I believe the date on that is 1984, and it is a lot lighter, more comedic, starring Grace Jones as well. On the roster. So that's a pretty fun movie. My mom really likes that one. Let's see. Um, and Arik says, I don't need to watch. I've seen this movie enough to imagine. Awesome. Yes, I do that as well. I watch parties that without watching the movies because I know them so well. And El Necron is here. Hello, El Necron. So good to see you again today. It was that stream earlier was just fantastic. And El Necron says fantastic choice for a watch along. Yes, this is just one of those movies. I hope I'm not gonna be annoying and say, lip sync the whole while or say all the quotes all the whole time, but they're really amazing quotes. What can I say? Um, and um, and Eric has an emoji here. I guess you guys can't see it, but it is a blue face smiling. You guys know how much I love emojis. And everyone is saying hi to each other. Oh, and look, Lance Chafin is here. Hello, Lance Chafin. How are you? So good to see you today. Let's see. Yes, he says hi, RNG. And Daryl Johnson says rated R. Yes, a very strong R. And so yeah, I do warn everybody that there is a lot of violence. There's some and Sean says there's a lot of the adult violence to say the least. Some gross out scenes, some intense stuff going on. There is some nudity, and it can be a little scandalous. So do I want to prepare all my friends about all that stuff. And Keith E says when all that happens, I just close my eyes. That's so cute. I remember sometimes when I was in the movie theater and I was like really, really young, and something really weird would happen. My mom would cover my eyes sometimes, and some that it wouldn't work. I would still see everything, and look, sometimes imagining what they're doing is even twice as worse. uh, and Daryl says, this movie is really mild now. Yeah, in many ways it is. It doesn't show, um, it doesn't totally show everything, and that is because originally it was going to be a lot more graphic, and they had to tone it down quite a bit for in order for it to be released. Um, and Daryl says, shoot, I thought it was mild back in the day. Well, okay, so that's something I covered in my review of this, was that many fans of Conan thought that it should have been bloodier and more gruesome, which is, I could totally understand because of the nature of Conan and the Hyborian age itself. Well, I mean, yeah, I would suspect that it would be way more gruesome. But it, to me, there was one moment that really made me want to lose my lunch. It's just that one movie moment in the story that I was like, what am I looking at? Oh. And of course, when I was a little girl, I didn't realize what was going on in that scene. Maybe it was just too terrifying for me to really realize it. And Lance says, having tummy issues. Oh no. I hope you're gonna feel better later, or you're starting to feel better. That's really, I know what that's like sometimes. Um, and yes, we hope that you feel better soon, Lance. And it says that Lance Chafin says that he's drinking Sprite. Yes, hopefully the bubbles will do some magic. Um, and Lance says, I have 165 DVDs on the way. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, that's pretty sweet. Um, And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna zoom down a little bit, guys, and yeah, I believe let's see. And Sean Ennis says, "Good night, all. Have fun." Thank you so much, Sean, for stopping by. Really, I hope that you have a wonderful night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Um, And Lance says, "Hi, hey everyone! I'm gonna be on Tug Stream tomorrow with Thrash, and that is the Unapologetic Geeks channel. So um, that is pretty cool. I'll look out for that. And let's see. Uh, Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I'm already anxious about my village being attacked. Yes, that happens on occasion in the Hyborian age. And Castellar Danielle Garcia is here. Hello, hello, hello. If you like this film, then you would love Beastmaster Part 1 and Solomon Kane. Now we did do a Beastmaster watch party, and Solomon Kane is one that I never did see, but if you're saying that's in the same genre, I'm ready for it. And Castellar says, Red Sonja was the film that was mild. Yes, it's another mild one, the Red Sonja, as well as uh, um, Conan the Destroyer. Those two were so mild. It hardly showed anything at all, but it was quite entertaining, and they tried to make it fun. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, we had a watch party, yes, for Beastmaster a while back. And Celia says, the beginning with young Conan and his father was a memorable opening. And yes, that's one of my favorite scenes, is where uh, Conan's father tells him about the riddle of steel, guys. That's like my favorite part. I mean, it's like Conan, he does this really incredible monologue. I might be a little talkative at that point, saying the lines with the actor. He did such a great job, and that actor's name is William Smith, which is hilarious because it's like, oh hey, that's Will Smith. Yeah, not quite. And Unicorn Rampant Studio agrees. Yes, and Arik Lipscomb says. Maybe a nap while I listen. Oh, cool. All right. Yes, you can nap while while it plays. I am totally cool with that. And Costello says The Sword and the Sorcerer is a strong barbarian action film. And yes, it is. I love that film. I also did a review for that on my channel. Um, and yeah, it's such a great movie. It really is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. It's one of those movies that I think of fondly often. Now, guys, now that I'm down to the very end of the chat, it is time for us to watch the video and or to watch our copies. And as I explained before, you have your copy, I have my copy, and we will watch our copies together. And while we're watching, I might as well add this in here, and let's see if I can. Um, I think that will work out nicely. Just organize this a little bit better. Okay. Um, so this is the timer, and we've got Lance with some information here. It says James Earl Jones played a great menacing villain in Conan. He sure did. He did a fantastic job. Loved him in this. And yeah, they were. I just there's not many things I could say about this film in a negative fashion. I believe that this is a wonderful movie that is like a sleeper masterpiece, a sleeper masterpiece, because you think originally that it's just hacking and chopping and and barbarian stuff, but it is a lot deeper to me than just that. Let's see. So okay, so how it's gonna work, guys, is that I'm gonna count down to from 5 to we have a lot of okay. We have a couple of comments just before I go, because one thing I want to let you guys know is that once I start playing this video, I will not be able to see and interact with your comments the same way. But I do have an auxiliary computer on the side that I can glance every once in a while when there's a lull in the action and see what's going on. Very, very gently. And if you could, if anybody's in the chat that's brand new comes in later on, just let them know that I won't be able to see their messages right away. So and if at all, like I'll be able to see a couple messages, but not all of them. So let's get this going. Just see. Oh, yep. See, that's not gonna work. That, that's better. Okay. Okay, let me see some of your your comments real quick. Costello says a lot of people have forgotten about this film. The film She from the 80s. Yes. I have yet to see that one, but Sandal I forgot her Berndahl is in that one. Who also stars in this one as well. Plays Valeria. Um uh Costello says Iron Warrior is a warrior film with a mean streak. Okay. And Lance says, have a great watch, gang. See you all the next time. Watch this a few days ago. Have fun, y'all. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, Lance. We appreciate it, especially since you're not feeling so great. So we know that you took time special for to visit us in the channel. So thank you so much, and I hope you feel better. And have a great time tomorrow. I'm gonna try to make that to see that hangout with you guys tomorrow, but. If not, I will definitely catch the replay. I'll definitely catch the replay. Um, and um, and let's see if I can get. And Keith E is also saying that he's moving on. See you all on Tug's channel and Lance's big slot at the big time tomorrow. So cool. Um, And Castellar says Barbarians is a fun comedic barbarian film with the Muscle Twins. Yes, that is true. I do like that. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I do like that film. Yes, Sundal Bergman. Yes. Uh, uh, and Daryl says this movie does have a great opening theme. It does. I mean, Basil Polidorus really killed it with the score, and it's just wonderful, just wonderful work that he's done. So, okay, this will be the last message I'll be able to see for a while. And let me get into it. Oh boy, guys, it's about to start. It's about to start. Let's get going. Okay, so I will count down from five to one, and after one, where I would have said zero, that's when you press that button and we will begin the watch party together. Okay, so ready? Five, four, three, two, one. I'm always like a second behind. Okay, is in a good spot. Oh no, I keep forgetting. I gotta have my headphones so that way I don't get any copyright volume issues or audio issues. Oh, those drums and the crackling fire. Ooh, I love it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, guys. James Earl Jones. Of High Adventure. That was done by Mako, guys. I always love that part. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure. This music is so epic. Ah! Conan's father is making that sword. That's really kind of cool because the story really centers around the sword and kind of ends with the sword as well. Just a wonderful like those touches are so simple, but they're also very deep. You don't think very much of them when you first see it, but when you look back at the entire story, oh yeah, that sword is everything. That's so cool that the entire family is involved in the process. Whew, look at that sword. I forgot what the exact words were on the sword, but that's pretty cool too. The words that are etched into the sword. Oh, I love this part. Oh, I love the way he's acting this out. Oof, just then. And this one, can you trust? That tells you a lot about Conan's father right there. He doesn't trust anybody, but he trusts that sword. I feel so bad for these guys. They're just trying to make a few um, tools. They're grinding up some grain, and here come these guys. Uh, I believe they're the veneers. Oh, yeah, the scout. Oof. There's a lot of them too. Let's see what you guys are saying. I see that Manuel is here. Hello, Manuel. And Firecracker's here. Hello, Firecracker. Litterbox is here. Litter Boots. Litter Boots is here. Good to see you guys. Thanks for what? Oh, so terrible. Oh my God. Oh, oh, there's Conan's father. They recognized him. They were like, kill that one right there. Oh, wow. They can't touch him. Oh, they got him. Yeah. Oh, that's not the way to go. Definitely not the way to go. You could see that the mom, Conan's mom is like trembling. She's like scared out of her mind. That's some pretty good acting there. Conan's father's sword. He's like, yeah, this is a good sword. These characters, this is Thorgrim and Rexor, and of course, here's Thulsa Doom. Yeah, she's super scared. I remember when I first saw this scene, I was like, "What's going on here? What's happening?" But he's hypnotizing her. Poor Conan. Oh, poor little guy. That's the riddle of steel right there. His hand. And it notice that Conan's father's sword is right there in the shot, in the same shot there. So so good. And I think what works for me is that these guys, like, they do this all the time. No big deal. But it's extra meaningful for Conan because they use Conan's father's sword to kill his mother. And and that's he saw that sword being fashioned, and so that means extra to him, you know. Wow. So yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Daryl Johnson says, Arnold Schwarzenegger called Max von Sydow the first incredible dramatic actor he ever worked with. He finds von Sydow's performance staggering. Arnold and Sandal Bergman did their own stunts as suitable body doubles couldn't be found. Yes, they're like I think she was 5'11" and he's like 6'2". Uh 6'1" or 6'2". Yeah, they couldn't find anybody. One thing you probably I don't know if you guys noticed, but this young boy has a young Conan has is wearing contacts. I always wanted to know what they were grinding, if they were grinding like wheat or they look like they're in the middle of nowhere, but why are they pushing, what are they doing? What is the purpose of the wheel? Well, more specifically, the wheel of pain. There he is, Arnold. He really looks like Conan there, like the drawn version. See what you guys are saying. Uh, Firecracker says that Arnold was a great actor for the movie called Total Recall. Oh yes, that's one of my favorite movies. Amazing, amazing job, amazing story. Oh yeah, this scene. Oh my God, yeah. So he's like pretty much undeveloped. He's just a kid, really. He never got a chance to grow. Developmentally hasn't been taught really anything, and so this is his first interaction with people since this whole, his village was destroyed. Really savage. He's like, wow, wow. Oh my goodness, pretty brutal. But starting to learn how to survive and yeah, yeah, yeah. He's yeah, and he's learning that this is his identity now, and he's got like a little form going on that he's got for the crowd, crossing his arms and then outstretching them. Yeah, I love that. That's sort of like his flair. I love it. Just love this. This dude is like, haha. No, this is a tough part right here. A lot of people, um, this is probably something that would not go very well today. Uh, uh, no comment. And of course, those crazy creeps are watching. Gross. And oh, Unicorn Rapid says he mattered. Yes, he mattered. Finally, he wasn't, ignored, and he finally had uh, was somebody. The crowd knew his name. Oh, Tojo Jr. is here. Hello, Tojo Jr. This montage is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh, that's so cool. And, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says he's gentle with his pets. I don't know if you could it's a really sticky situation there. But yes, he was trying to be a gentleman, but maybe because it's the Hyborian age, just uh, Daryl Johnson says the Wheel of Pain, the Conan the Barbarian. The Wheel of Pain was a large grain mill that was powered by slaves. Okay, thank you. I knew it had to power something. Oh, this is here's the good. I think also too what it is the delivery of that line. It's the way he delivers it. It's just like perfect. Oh yeah, this is his big moment. He's like, "What's going on?" They said that these dogs were insane. That they would attack their owner, the trainer. I'm sorry, not the owner, but the trainer. So Arnold's noises when he gets hurt is hilarious. I'm sorry. He's like, wow, 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 wow. um, oh, Kate Tar is here. Kate Lal is here. Hi, how you doing? Um, and Tojo Jr. says if anyone has heard of the Berserk anime and manga, it was pretty partly inspired by this film. Oh, cool. And Daryl Johnson says they actually recreated that implement for the Arnold classic. Connie said it is the most badass thing ever. It's like 3,000 a $3,000 piece of equipment. Oh, really? Wow. Cool. Um, and you're talking about the Wheel of Pain. Really cool. Really cool, guys. He's in the tomb of the Aquilonians. Um, oh no, no, not the Aquilonians. The tomb. Sorry, the tomb of the Atlantis, Atlanteans. So he's gonna get an Atlantean sword. So cool. Aquilonia is the place he eventually becomes king of somewhere along the line. Now there's the sword. You hear how the music is rising? It's beautiful. Look at him. He's like, yes, we got ourselves a sword. Originally, they were gonna have it where um the skeleton came to life and he had to fight to take the sword. But this is much cooler. It's Karam. You go. You go, Conan. He's got the sword now. And now he's wearing the pelts of all the dogs that were chasing him. And I have a theory that the dogs were guiding him towards the witch's abode because when he meets Subutai, he says, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm food for wolves." Uh-oh, there she is. He's like, hello. It's a very skeptical look there. He's like, I don't know. There's nothing suspicious about this at all. Some young lady that you just met is crawling on the ground. Nothing suspicious at all. Nothing at all. um, Tojo Junior says the way that scene is filmed when Conan falls into the cave is filmed so well with the close-ups of the skeletons and dead men. Yes, it's almost like he's being shown mortality and like he's wants that revenge. Things escalated quickly. Oh. That always gets me. Like, she's, like, normal, and then all of a sudden, she's, like, monster mode. It's really interesting, and after all that, he's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna chill out and have a good night's rest." I would be freaked out. He's like, that's just Tuesday for me." Oh, here's Subutai. I love this guy. Subutai. Yeah, dinner for wolves. He's so adorable. Oh, yeah, yeah, this is where he talks about they're talking about their gods. Gives him a look, like, "Huh." Now, I do love, like, the score, how it gets to be, like, playful and airy, um, every once in a while, like, this is pretty cool with them, like, sort of teaming up and becoming sort of, you know, brothers in a way, which is really cool. Let's waste no time. Uh, let's see. Daryl Johnson says, He got back into such good shape while training for this role, Conan the Barbarian, that he decided to enter the 1980 Mr. Olympics and won the contest. There was a great deal of controversy about whether he deserved the victory, which is, yes, very true. Um, I do love this part where they're just running. Um, and let's see. Oh, the hidden is here. Hello, the hidden. It says, "Hi, retro nerd girl. Sorry for being late. Oh, there's no apologies necessary. If you need to start from the beginning, you can, or you can just continue watching with us from where we are." And let's see. And Firecracker says, heavy is the head uh, that wears the crown." Yes, definitely. Love that quote. He just calls all the women sluts. Oh no. They're like, what's going on here? Yep, the eye of the serpent, that's what gets them into trouble. There's the temple. But at the same time, that's where they meet someone special. And it's coming up in five, four, three, two, one. There she is. This was gonna be nasty. I don't think she could have won, but I think it would have been an interesting fight. I love that. I always loved her character. Oh my god, I love myself some Valeria. She's so cool. Well, she told them that they should go first. But, oh well, I think Subutai is up at the top, isn't he? Or is he? Yeah, he's already at the top. Um, well, that's really them doing that. I love it. Do you want to live forever? And I know a lot of other movies have that phrase. Do you want to live forever? But I like it best in this movie. Oh yeah, here's the ceremony. Uh, I think that one is Thorson. I mean Thorsum or what? Let me see. It'll tell me. Oh, this one is Rexor. Sorry, Rexor is the one. And my God, imagine being in a place like that and how terrible it must stink of just death because there's so many people who die there, and it's just horrible. It must be a horrible stench. Um, let's see what you guys are saying. Fire. Um, yes, unicorn is like there she is. Yes, I love myself some Valeria. Daryl Johnson says in the scenes in which the actors are supposed to spit the blood, they would swallow it instead and go back to the special effects man for more. Okay, yeah. They would go to the special effects man for more blood after they where they were supposed to spit it out. Yeah. Okay, this is where he uh, yeah, there's Rexor who has Conan's father's sword. And this is the eye of the serpent. Oh no, is this one the eye of the serpent? Is there another one? Oh. Yeah, he sweats and that's what wakes up yeah, there it is. What a nice special effect, even though it's like a close up of the snake. The two serpents. Oh yeah. Revenge, baby. And if Subotai wasn't there, man, ooh. Well, actually, he's doing just fine by himself. Oh, Basil. No, the director is actually shooting those arrows. That snake looks pretty good, even to this day. It looks pretty good. Wow. All right. They made it. I always like this part because this is where they really like begin to change the story and make it like a love story. And so he's fascinated by her and she's fascinated by the jewels. And he's like, you know what? Let's just give you what you want. And she's like, ooh. Instant romance. See what you guys have to say. Uh, and Daryl Johnston says that Max von Sydow did this movie for his son, who's a longtime Conan fan. And Firecracker says, yes, Mako is a favorite part in the movie. Yes, he's wonderful. And also, he's really great in the second movie as well. Loved his part there. And Tojo Jr. says, how in the hell did they do that snake head gore? It still holds up. Yeah, it looks really good, surprisingly. And Daryl Johnson says, when Oliver Stone wrote the script, he made Arnold Schwarzenegger read the comics and fantasy novels to see how he handled period dialogue. Yes, this is true. Oliver Stone, though, you can tell that he's really, you could see his imprint on this movie for a lot of the deeper aspects of the storytelling. And Firecracker says Oliver Stone has some great movies. And Unicorn Rampant Studios agrees that it looked great. Yes. Um, I really love this montage. It's so cool. It is really adorable that they're like, they're just enjoying each other after, going through, you know, this time period during the Hyborian age. And I suppose she grabs him and like caresses him after he tells her his story about being uh his village being attacked and being a slave for so long and being a Sumerian Sum, what do they call it? It well, gladiator. I could never pronounce that word. Sumerian. Oh yeah, this is the interesting part. Yes, King Osric, played by Max von Sydow. Some people pronounce it Sidao. Not sure which one it is. There's their companion. Ah, I almost lost the timer right then. Notice how much gold he has, this guy. So rich. Oh, the fangs of the serpent. Yes, see, that's the other subplot that is going on, is that many princesses and princes are are being seduced by Thulsa Doom to kill their parents, basically. He's so good in this. Look at her. Look at her grabbing all the. Mhm. And the I love his little speech there. Mm-mm. Okay, this is really a good backstory for her. Yeah, she refers to love as warmth, and it comes to play later on in the story. Loved it. The dialogue is so good, so good. I really would love to see another like Hyborian age film even match the dialogue that's here. So it's like poetry. Like almost every character is written like uh with poetry. Yep. He's like, "Yep, but that's nice, but I need some revenge." Mhm. And I think he also is still operating on his father's message of like, don't trust anybody, but only trust the sword. And so I think that's partly why he's like, oh, leaves. But he left her with the eye of the serpent, so he does care for her. He made a choice, right? See what you guys are saying. Um, Daryl says that a Conan expert was brought in to tutor Arnold Schwarzenegger on how to live like the character, sleeping outdoors, living off the land, so on and so forth. Yes, um, which is really good. It helps the reality. Oh, I love this moment. He's like showing everybody this thing, like where can I find it, and nobody will really help him because they don't want to get involved. They're like, what? They're trying to get away from those guys. um, and uh, yeah, and so they're building the story up where these people are that are following Tulsa Doom are doing so in sort of a cult-like fashion. It's not, um, they're under this pretense that things are going to be that they're going to be freer, but they're being tied into um this cult actually. So there's so many messages here that's really pretty awesome. This is my favorite little place, the maze. The maze of rocks. As I forgot there was a name for it in particular, but I love this little section. Of course, we circle back to it later on in the film, but it's just uh, a great uh, concept. Yes. Here it comes, guys. Mako is gonna show up any moment now. There he is. He's amused by him. The mounds that he calls them. Okay, so he sets it up. No fire will burn at the mounds. It's just he inserts so much levity into this. It's so nice. It puts a smile on your face. She's getting to see firsthand what these guys are doing. So they're like he's already noticing their hierarchy. Like there are people who are regular people that are camping out and getting indoctrined into the system, and then there are the people in white that are like more higher up on the food chain, if you will. Let's see what you guys are saying. Daryl Jensen's all of Conan's enemies had to be bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger, something he wasn't used to. Some of the stuntmen took too long to die and had to be paid extra just to lie down and stay down. um, and Unicorn Rampant Studios is making an espresso. We'll be back in a few. Yeah, I got a little bit of coffee myself because it's been a long weekend already. See, this guy knows what's up. Something's weird. He's so funny trying to blend in. They already see him. He's like, "What?" He's just now he's showing that jade, emblem and the, the temple was just robbed. So they're like, yeah, we know where that's from." But Conan doesn't know that because he's a little, a little green, if you will. I always love the masks, that the background soldiers are wearing. It's really kinda spooky, but also, um yeah, like, it's like this another faceless enemy kinda thing. She's like, "What?" See those masks? It's, like, spooky and weird. Yeah, they know what's up. And here's the princess, Jasmina, I believe her name is, um, or Jasmine or Jasmina, King Orso's daughter. It's pretty amazing. I love the angles here. It's just like there's something so big about everything here. I always love this costume, by the way. Amazing. Yep, yep, that's the guy. That's the guy that killed my family. Oh no. He didn't even get a chance to do anything. They caught him immediately. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, oh, I think Arnold gets hurt for real here. They said when they threw him into they kept throwing him into the fountain, and he got hurt a couple of times while doing that. He got hurt quite a bit on this on this shoot. I love all of this, all of this. It's kind of true. Yep. The riddle of steel, baby. It's very interesting that she didn't walk around the plateau. She just walked to her death, straight to him. Uh-huh. What is steel compared to the hand that wields it? Man, I love that line. Yeah. Hmm. And most people would die from this crucifixion, but you know, we're talking about Conan here. And technically he does die. Technically he does. Um, see what you guys say as he is on the tree of woe. Daryl Johnson says stunt coordinator Terry Leonard broke his leg doing a fall. According to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Leonard was trying to impress Sandal Bergman. Sure enough, they started dating afterwards. Yes, you've got all the details. Thank you for giving us all of these behind the scenes things. A lot of this stuff I covered in um, my review of the movie, but it's really awesome that you have it nice and handy, giving us that information. Really appreciate it. Uh, uh, Lubitch touched me is here. Hello, Lubitch. Says sadly I must depart. I have a fantastic evening, everyone. Um, yes, well, thank you for joining us for as much as you have. We appreciate you being here. Uh, and Jack Tripper is here. Says, I love this movie. Me too. Absolutely love it. Uh, and anything else I see here? Um, oh, I believe Stunt Brat is here too. Oh, no, no, no. Unicorn says it's a shame Stunt Brat isn't here with us. Yes, we miss her. It would be so great if she showed up. But yeah. Um, we're hoping that she is enjoying a wonderful weekend. I always love this part where Arnold is like laughing uncontrollably. I think it's because he thinks it's a mirage, that it's not real. And she's still wearing the eye of the serpent. Yes, the spirits extract a heavy tone. Um, and that's such a big piece of the story. And these are the same spirits that actually, um, like, dwell in the mounds too. I thought that this was rather creative to have him on sort of like a hammock and to tattoo him or well to give him markings all over him to um to denote sort of like something spiritual is going to about to happen, something very real ritualistic is about to happen. Very nice. And that I think right there is a dummy. I think that's that's not Arnold like actually being there. That's uh-oh, here comes the spirits. They're gonna snatch his soul. The lighting is great. This is so cool. I always as a kid, I always thought this was so unique. And this is all, like, drawn animation, but because they've changed the lighting and everything, it does, look like spirits are fighting her, fighting them. I think she did such a good job on this part. I really do. I really think that, uh, she killed it. You know what I mean? I think so. I get the sense that I mean, I think she's a great, like, dramatic actress, but they brought it out in her, and I thought it was really great. She did fantastic. I think she was born to play Valeria. This is a promise she makes. Uh-oh, this is he's figuring out the riddle of steel. The power is in his hands. And just remember back when he was a kid and he was looking at his hands when his mom died, and within the same shot, you could see that sword right there. His dad's sword is was right there. So awesome. I don't know, I can't find it anymore, but I think a couple of years back, like maybe 2 or 3 years back, Arnold, was in his, like, backyard and kinda did this whole routine, again. It's just to show that he still had it, and it was really cool. Yep, the power is in his hand. I have the power. Uh, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says the cinematography is so in the moment. Yes, and beautifully done, like colors, shadows, everything. It's really well done. Oh, Alex Dawson is here. Hey, hey, Alex Dawson, how are you? Uh, uh, it says, where can I find Conan? Actually, I'm watching it on Amazon, but I did buy this. This is my own um link, so I don't know. But if you ever get it, you know, a copy of Conan, you can definitely watch along. Look, he is focused. He is not even listening to them at all. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm there for blood. Yeah, they don't even say anything to each other because the he they know his motives for doing what he's doing is not to steal anything or to rescue the princess, but it is to get his revenge. That's what he's out for. Let that be known. He's out for blood. Oh, this is so cool, this part. I love it. That's what doing the paint job. They're unified. Yeah, this part is disgusting, guys. Gross. If you're eating, just maybe turn away right about now. It is gross, 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 gross. Nasty. Ugh. But this is showing you a little bit behind the scenes for the ceremonies that they're doing to for the snake god. They need sacrifices. They need human sacrifices, and they make this uh soup basically out of human remains, and um so it's a cannibalistic ritual. Um it's look at that. This ugh, gross. It's gross. Uh, and they have like bodies just hanging out. Oh God, it's so horrible. Horrible. But these are the people who decided, hey, we're gonna, leave our homes and follow this religion, um, and surrender themselves over to be sacrificed. And Tulsa Doom has those powers of hypnotizing people. They end up doing all kinds of crazy stuff um, that they wouldn't normally do. Ugh, I do love this part, and the music is sick. Yeah, and we're coming up on the part where I believe that one of the scenes here, Sandra um, lost a finger, um, but they sewed it right back on really quickly. But yeah, that was pretty messed up. Um, let's see what you guys are saying. Um, Daryl Johnson says Arnold Schwarzenegger had never seen or ridden a camel before this film. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he never saw a camel. Unicorn Rampant Studio says straight out of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. It's pretty intense. Um, and Alex Dawson said, I don't own Conan on Blu-ray. Can't believe it. Oh, I'm trying to think any other place that you could watch it. Yeah, so look at this lady. She's getting this soup poured for her, and she's just immediately eating this hand. It's gross. And the way she's eating is like she's in a trance. It looks almost like split pea soup, but ugh, it's gross. Uh-oh, yeah, this is the part, guys, when Salsa Doom changes. Look at those eyes. This is like I guess that you can say that this is like a bacchanal or a very tame bacchanal. This is so cool. So from what I remember, they have a mask, and then inside the mask, they have like another like the snake head poking through to kind of give you the feeling as if it's changing. His face is changing shape, and there he is in all of his glory. He's turned into the snake. And I do believe him turning into the snake is a demonstration by the snake god to allow him to, since he made those sacrifices. The sacrifices to the god is partly the reason why the guard rewards, um, his Tulsa Doom. She's looking good, nice and strong. Ew, another hand. Dang, Subutai, you could have been nicer about that. Just, ooh, ooh, Oof. There's so many moments. I like Super Tai's movements. They're really like short and quick. He's like, and then there's Conan going into beast mode. She's like, she's like kissing. I always like that part. And she's like, here goes the two, Orgrim and Rexor. Now imagine what it must be like that you see these guys. These guys are hulking guys. Even as uh Conan is an adult. And these are the same guys that you saw when you were a kid destroy your village. My goodness. He's like, "Yes, let's go. I got a sword in my hand. Now we're ready to do some serious business." A Thorgrim can really do some damage with that hammer there. Look at that. Oof. Oh no. Get out of there. This is like, ooh, not the smartest, not the smartest, but I thought for sure this was like she was gonna die here. I thought for sure. It was like, oh no, they left her behind. It's like, oh no, she needs to catch up. But no, oh yeah, she's cornered now. Place is a mess. See, this is where I was always like, okay, so usually the bad guy would I love this, what he just said. Usually they would reprimand you know, their these guys for messing up, but he doesn't. He's like he helps them up, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna get our revenge." I thought that was very interesting, their relationship. Um, oh boy, here we go, straightening out that. Uh-oh. What a cool idea. Like, really, whoever came up with that idea is just super creative. Yep, she did. She did tell the wizard that she would pay the gods. Eek. What a great special effect that they did there. I always thought this was like so weird. She's like, "Hold me, kiss me, keep me warm." She's like, "My God." Aw. So her last words are "keep me warm," and I always took that because she does mention, um, talks about love being warmth. That she means that they can for Conan to keep her love alive, within his heart. And so sweet. And he does. This version of Conan does. Um, aw. Now, one thing to remember is that they said that no fires burn up here. So keep that in mind as we're watching. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, Tojo Jr. says that Conan is on Netflix. Awesome! Yes, wonderful. Um, and uh, Firecracker says Conan would be a first outcast in today's society. He is therefore my favorite. Oh, um, and Unicorn Rampant Studios says the child who saw this in the theater hates those two guys. Yes, me too. Well, I'm like so happy. I don't know. They're really bad guys. They were bad guys. And I love that part. He says, I cry for him because he will never cry. Yes. Now look, no fire is supposed to burn up there. So it's burning like crazy. Um so I was trying to think of it in two ways. One is that um first of all, back to the whole thing of warmth. Um, yeah, this is his new chain um, of love. A representation of his love, and he throws away the representation of the two snakes, which is his representation of revenge. So it's actually quite like the symbolism is really incredible. But I also thought that the warmth. This is the fire burns warm like the love that Valeria had for Conan, and also it could also mean that the gods were pleased by her valor and her uh her abilities to or her strength and has allowed this fire. I thought it was a very interesting piece that they added there, and they didn't explain it anything because it's up to us to figure it out. We can determine this for ourselves if we want to so theorize, whatever, what have you. But I love that. Um, and this is another thing I loved. I absolutely adore the fact that here we have Conan building these booby traps using his intellect, his brain, his mind in order to defeat the foe, um, and not just all brute, just hack, hack, hack. He's using alternative means to win the battle. It's awesome. See what you guys saying. Oh, Sin Havoc is here. Hey, good to see you again. So awesome. Thank you for being here. Um, And Tojo Jr. says, I've always wondered why Rexor dresses with that 80s jacket. It looks so unnatural for the time period. I'll have to take a look at it again. Uh, but it is a leather jacket, which is, maybe that's where the 80s got their jackets from. They got it from the Hyborian age. But just to be clear, I know that the Hyborian age is a make-believe age. It's not really real, but if it were real, um, they estimate it's about the time of medieval times, um, which is quite interesting. Um, Unicorn references, it's a little out of time, yes. And Firecracker says, the word on the street is that the fire in your heart is out. Yeah. Um, I don't know if it's my heart, the fire in my heart's out. But your name is Firecracker, so you got a lot of fire. Ooh, this is really great part. Ooh, poetry. Revenge. I like that little part at the end, like, "If you don't listen, to hell with you." It just speaks so much of his personality that he's not gonna just oh my god, that blood spray is just eek. Holy moly. Oof. Like, the way this is filmed is so brutal, and practical. It looks so realistic. Ah, the squibs. Yikes. Ah, what a trap. There's Thulsa Doom, right? Oh, is that Thulsa Doom or the other? No, there's Thulsa Doom. Oh, yeah, they planted those arrows just so he could grab them at the right time. Great job. Oof. Ooh, there's Rexor. There's Thorgrum. Ooh, look at him. Oh man, this one is hard to. This one is hard to watch, but um, because he was such a jerk, you're just kind of like, oof. It's so visceral. Like there, and look at the way he's looking at him. Like, mm, he almost got Rick's story though is like, whoa, was gonna win that fight. He was, yes, girl. Do you want to live forever? That's all you get. I always wanted that part to be a little bit longer. And very, I mean, I always think this is like so disrespectful that he's like fighting him with his father's sword. Like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. And breaks his father's sword. Look at the squibs and everything. Just, oof. Like you don't see that you usually today. There's even a peel up of like blood into the air. Uh-oh. She should have just let him go. He's like, "Let me take care of this." Mhm. They won, guys. It's awesome. Okay, one of my favorite moments because earlier, um, there's there's spirits there in that area, and so he does pretty much the same thing that he does when he used to be in the gladiatorial days. It's just so cool. Yeah, he's taking a bow. And I'm not sure if you guys have the same version I have. I have the US version. But what they don't have in this version is that the princess guides Arnold Schwarzenegger to, or Conan, sorry, the princess guides Conan um, through um, the Mountain of Power, in which uh, allows him to be able to confront Elsa Doom. So, and if you notice, he has um, in his hand his father's sword, even though it's broken. They don't lose the theme. They're like holding on to that theme, baby. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. This is where he's telling all of the people to go to kill their parents or anybody who's a non-believer. Uh-oh, here it comes. Ah, love his face there. He is pissed. So pissed. I always love this because it's a play on "I am your father." He almost got him. He's doing that hypnotic thing. Look, he's thinking about it, but then he's like, it's pretty gruesome, this part. Ooh, ugh, and he drops his father's sword. His revenge is over, and the spell has been broken over the people. I don't know. I just like this ending. It's really kind of cool. Um, there's so many there's a lot of subplots, but the thing about these subplots in the storyline is that they all um get worked out at the end. So you're not like wondering about what happened to all the people, whatever. You know, you see them like dissipate and go home and put out their fires, right? Um, so to speak. There. Oh, by the way, I think the whole idea of putting the those fires into the water was an accident that happened with one of the extras. I'm not absolutely 100% certain on that, but that's what I thought I heard um, as one of the commentaries on that. That one you'll have to look up and check and double check. Um, and there he is sitting um, on the steps, and Thulsa Doom's head is still over there somewhere. It's gross. Eek! He's got like dried blood and all kinds of stuff splattered all over him. Now, let me see what you guys are saying. I'm gonna have to get into it. We're almost done, so I'll get into the comments in a few moments. Oof. Oh yeah. So did Conan return to the wayward daughter? Oh, so did Conan return the wayward daughter of the king Osric to her home, and having no further concern, he and his companions sought adventure in the west. Many wars and feuds did Conan fight. Honor and fear were heaped upon his name. In time, he became king by his own hand, but that is another story. So cool. I wonder why they didn't have Waco um, narrate that part. Maybe they made the decision to have Waco narrate the beginning before they, uh, or maybe after they finished the movie. Not sure, but love Mako. He's so cool. Always wanted to see him in more movies. Um, And I think that's it, guys. Have a wonderful. The credits are nice and has got a lot of really cool music from Basil Polidorus. And let's see. There's one other thing. The Just wanted to mention that the director is John Milius, who is quite the character. Definitely known for doing a lot of action movies and very what you would probably call like toxic male adventures or um, you know action movies, war movies, thrillers, that kind of thing. Fantastic work in this movie. So yeah, I'm just so thrilled. So let's see some of the things that he's done. I can name some for you. He did Red Dawn. Um, he did Rough Riders. He did oh, Wind and the Lion. Let's see. And I'm really missing out on something else that some other things that he did. Um, there's some other movies that he did. I'm just not thinking of, but Red Dawn is the big one um, that is that he's really well known for. Um, So yeah, guys, that was fantastic. I just love that movie. Through the whole thing, I'm just so smiling through the whole thing. So I just wanted to quickly acknowledge uh this right here, Unicorn Rampant Studios, gifting the channel a $10 super chat. I absolutely appreciate that. The best times, he says. Yes, such a great time, so much fun, and it wouldn't be as fun without you. So let me see if I can find uh, a nice thank you. I'm gonna try a different one that I haven't done in a long time. Uh, Probably let's do this one. Oh, so awesome. Let me just get some of these things squared away. So awesome. My gosh, I had such a good time. I love that movie so much. I really do. Uh, Bear with me for a minute because sometimes these settings like change on me. All right, there we go. Um, Here we go. And I'm gonna just go back just a little. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Unicorn um says yes, a lot of verbal similarities with real historical ages. Yes, with the and the Hyborian age is definitely a make believe, but there is a historical kind of angling as to what time period it is, and I find it really fascinating because there's so many stories from that time period, so many stories that could be had, and still yet we haven't there's so much to explore about the Hyborian age, um and and also, and Unicorn also says, and locations. Uh, and Firecracker says, appreciate your channel. Thank you so much, Firecracker. This is great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for appreciating the channel. And Tojo Jr. says, I wouldn't be surprised if this scene inspired Seven Samurai. Was inspired by Seven Samurai. That scene, definitely, uh and, Good Man City says, "Squee, Valeria," yes. She was fantastic in her Valkyrie, um, kind of look at the end, and I wish it lasted longer because she looked fantastic, and, of course, she's like, "Do you wanna live forever?" And when she proceeds to kick some booty, and step in and help Conan because he was in need of some help at that particular time. I was like, is he gonna make it? So yeah, it's really one of those moments where, yes, if it weren't for a little divine intervention, a little Deus ex machina, yeah, he would have been toast. He would have been toast, guys. And Doja Jr. says, I love how the writing for the wizard's character wasn't uh, p- uh, of place or dumbed down just because he's a comic relief. Lots of films make that mistake. He delivers some of the most poetic lines. Yes. And that's what, like, I find that characters that are like display a lot of wisdom are sometimes characters that display a lot of levity as well, not too much, but enough to you know that it feels balanced. Like, I think another perfect version of that would be Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back, and how he was there, like a mixture, well, in the very beginning more comedic, and then as the story became went along, he became more serious about the things he said and how important it was that of the things that he was saying. And Daryl says, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." Ooh, and Firecracker says, "Well, call me stupid and punch me in the face." And Doja Jr. says he was also taking a bow to Valeria as well, I guess. Ooh, see, I love that kind. I love having discussions about movies because, yes, like, wasn't she also like watching, so to speak, and he was taking a bow for her too, and she was watching. Um, she's now part of the spirits of the mound, so that's really cool. Thank you for adding that to the conversation. And Daryl says, to know your enemy, you must become your enemy, Sun Chu. And yes, or at least get close to figuring out what your enemy really wants. Um, and Daryl says, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. When you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Wow, the art of war. Yes, very, very uh, poetic um, statements there. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, heading out, everyone. Been fighting a migrant all day. So glad we made it through, Conan. Oh, I am so sorry that you have been fighting a migraine. They are so annoying and extremely painful. I usually, when I get them, unfortunately, I can't take medicine for them, so because I'm kind of allergic to those medicines. So yeah, it's brutal, brutal. So I hear you. You have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and uh, just being as awesome as you always have been. Many thanks for your help in these during these times, and I hope you feel better soon. Daryl Johnson says good night. You and let's see, uh, let's see what else. And Unicorn says, see you Wednesday morning. Sweet dreams. Oh, sweet dreams to you as well. And Jack is here. It says, Crumb, RNG deleted scene where the old king is murdered. Oh, yes, yes, yes. There is a deleted scene where the old king is murdered. Uh, King Osric. After some takes, the number of blood bags were tripled, resulting in such a mess that everyone on set burst into laughter. A great watch. Yeah, I've seen that deleted scene. It is very, very. I wish it was still in the movie. To be honest, it was really good. Um, but not putting it in the movie makes it feel like he is still alive and will be reunited with his daughter. So there's that. There's that. Um, oh, and Tojo says that Mako narrated it in my copy of the film. Oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, my copy doesn't have it because I think it was the theatrical. Um, and let's see. And Daryl says, well, when your leaders hit the ground like melon, you know that the game is over. Pretty much is it was pretty shocking and gross, but with Thulsa Doom and his ability to mesmerize people as he did, I think the spell had ended and they were brought back to reality, if you will. Um, and Jack says, Wind and the Lion is pretty good. Sean Connery plays a great Barbary pirate. Ooh, okay, so I have to check that out. I never, um, n never seen that, so I should probably check it out. Okay, well, guys, I really I'm hoping that I no I don't want to be too worried. But yeah, I hope that Unicorn Rampant Studio, you're going to feel better soon. So my thoughts are with you. And hoping that I'll send you some healing vibes from over here. Healing vibes from my friend. And guys, I think this is the perfect time to head out. This was great. This was a great movie. Great times with this movie. It was fantastic. And again, the writing there, if there was a complaint about the movie, would be it is long, and there is a lot of visual storytelling, and I think it works to its strength. The visual storytelling is where the magic is at. And then Basil Polidoris's wonderful score, bringing in all of the magic and the lore, and just making it feel so like lived in and real. And I can imagine myself living in that age, and how hard it must have been for people to live in this imaginary age, where um, uh, you could be invaded at any point. As a villager, you can have invasions. You could, I mean, if you remember Beastmaster, I mean, his poor village was raided as well. I mean, a lot of these storylines of barbarians, and there's always someone raiding the village. So yeah, that's really interesting. Lots of thievery of temples, mythical monsters, or monsters that are oversized, um, and magical wizards. These are the adventures of these are the adventures that I always thought were pretty cool. And well, they're fantasy, right? It's part of the fantasy genre. And I do love it. I think it's great. Another movie that I really enjoy, definitely, and we talked about it just ever so briefly, was Barbarians, with the two Barbarian brothers. If you guys want to know what my next, let's see, I'm not sure what the next video is gonna, the next one is gonna be. I think, um, Highlander is going to be next week, guys. Highlander. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I've switched things up a little bit, and so Highlander will be the next movie that we are going to watch next week, um, same time. And I am going to play my little outro video for you. And what I'm hoping is that while that plays, they'll give you enough time to say goodbye to the friends that we have in the chat, the friends that we made today, and any other messages that you may have for me, and last words. And without further ado, guys, I bid you adieu and have a wonderful night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you in the next video. Bye.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.